Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. This is Delaney, and for today's video I am all hands, as Teresa Stead would say. I am going to be doing another episode of my declutter series that I do here on my channel, and this episode is dedicated to my lip glosses and my lip liners. I did not know how to separate these categories because as I was taking all of these out of my shelves, I was overwhelmed with how many products I actually have. If you have not seen my first declutter video, that was my highlighter collection video, and I will put it in the cards and in the description below if you're interested in watching that. If you're interested in seeing what glosses and what liners are going to be staying in my collection and which ones are going to be leaving my collection before my move, then keep on watching. So I think we're going to start with liners because that's what I have the least amount of. I'm going to try to breeze through these. I will try to swatch as many as possible, but I do have a lot. So starting out with lip liners, this right here, let's see, there's two of them. Three of them from the same brand. If there are ones from the same brand, I'm going to try to group them together to make things go a little bit quicker. These three lip liners are from a brand called Real Her, and these are beautiful. So I actually have two of the same shade because I got one in a BoxyCharm and one in a Pout Box. So I got one of the nude shades in the duo with this darker red liner, and then I got one of the exact same nude shade in a duo, well, in a trio with a lip gloss and a liquid lipstick. I have the shade I Am Confident, which is this nude shade here, and I have shade Be Yourself, Be Real, Be Her. So I will go ahead and swatch for you. I have Be Yourself, Be Her, which is the red shade, and then I have I Am Confident, which is the nude shade. Both of these are super creamy and just, they last forever on the lips. I actually really do enjoy this formula. I had never tried the brand before until this, and they won me over. So I will be keeping all three of these. I know I have two of the same shade, but because it's the nude one that I use all the time, I think I will actually get through both. And then the red one, of course, I'm going to keep because I don't really have anything that's this exact shade in my collection. So I'm going to go ahead and keep all three, and the formula on these is just amazing. If you have not tried this brand, I would highly recommend it. Next up, I have three lip liners from Clinique, and these are the Quick Liner for Lips Intense. Interesting how it says it like that, but I actually got this in a holiday gift set. So it was these, a bunch of their chubby lip pencils and their lipsticks and a couple lip glosses as well. And I actually really do enjoy this formula. It's not quite as creamy as the Real Her ones, but the lasting power on these is amazing and the pigmentation on them is awesome as well. I definitely do still enjoy the formula, even though it's not as creamy as these. They don't glide as easily onto the lips, but I'm gonna go ahead and swatch. This one is Intense Cosmo, which is kind of like a pinky red, kind of a berry shade. The nude one right here, very similar to this, but more pinky than brown. This one is definitely on the brown side. This one is an Intense Blush. And then we have the red, which actually I'm going to swatch right next to this red one just so you can see the difference in shade. So you can see how this one is definitely a brighter, more vibrant red. Definitely more of like your Christmas red and not a berry red. So they were actually really creamy, and I still really do enjoy these. All three of these from Clinique are going to stay in my collection. So next up, let's get some affordable ones in here. I absolutely love the NYX lip liner formula. These are the retractable lip liners, and these are my favorite ones from NYX. I know you don't get it as sharp as a point at the end of it, but I don't need a super sharp point to outline my lips, so it's not a huge deal for me. And plus, I just love the retractable aspect more because I don't want to carry around a sharpener with me. I love that you can just put these in your purse and they'll always have product in them, and you don't have to carry a sharpener with you and get make a mess everywhere. So I have two shades in these. So the lighter one right here is nude, and then we have the darker one here, Sand Beige. So Sand Beige is definitely more of a darker brown shade, and then this one is more of a kind of pinky brown nude. So it's definitely in between the Intense Blush from Clinique and the I Am Confident from Real Her. So it's both of them are shades that I don't have in my collection, and I really love the formula of these so much. They're nice and affordable. You get them at the drugstore. You can really get these on sale for a good price, and I actually want more of these. I really love them, and I actually go through them really fast. This is my second one of the nude ones, and then I bought this one to try another shade, but I definitely love this formula, and I'm going to keep this. I'm going to keep both of them in my collection. All right, next up, we have my one and only Kylie lip liner. Now, I think this came in a lip kit the one time that I decided to purchase one. I gave into the hype, but it really did not impress me. I know a lot of people love the Kylie lip kits and they swear by them, but I don't know what it was. I don't know if I didn't like the lip. I tried them both together, but it gave my lips a weird reaction, so I never wanted to try it again. I don't know why I kept it in here. And you have to sharpen it, which obviously I didn't even bother sharpening it again. I can't even swatch it for you. I could get out a sharpener, but I'm gonna declutter it anyway, and yeah. I don't know, this formula, it was a little dry for me. Maybe I got a bad batch. I've heard so many people enjoy this formula, but I just really didn't like it. It was dry. The color was a little bit off for me. It looks beautiful right here, but when I open it up, you can see it's definitely like a brighter pink. I don't know, it's really not wanting to focus. It's really a brighter pink when you actually open it up. I don't know, it just wasn't my favorite, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. All right, next up, we have one that I am definitely gonna keep. This is from Marc Jacobs. So this is in Cream and Sugar. It's written right here in really tiny letters, but can't really see it on camera. You can't even see the Marc Jacobs really on camera because of the chrome, but I do love the packaging. It's really cute. This came in a mini set with their mini lipstick. I just have it right here. I'm not doing this right now, obviously, but it's just a little mini set, and this one's in Cream and Sugar as well. I love the formula of this. Oh my gosh, no, it's broken. Oh, that's sad. Okay, well, there is the shade right there. It's actually really similar to the nude from NYX. I don't know, like, they're really close, and this one's now broken. It is a retractable one. Let me see if I can actually, okay, it does still work. I was just tripping. Okay, so it will pop out of here eventually if you yank it off, and that part I don't like, especially, but it's a mini, so I don't know if the full size will do that. I'm gonna keep it for now just because I do like the shade and I like the formula, but I would say if you're gonna be spending your money, I would go for the NYX one. Like, I like this one and I like the formula, but I don't know if it's truly that much different from this one, so go with the NYX over this, but it's still really beautiful and I will keep it for now. All right, my last two lip liners, and these are from Saint Luxe, and I honestly cannot tell you what I thought of these. I don't think I've touched them since I've gotten them. I think I got these in a BoxyCharm, and then I swatched them, and then I think I might have tried them on, but haven't used them since. But here's what it looks like. I obviously have used it because I can see the edges. Yeah, that's not as creamy as the NYX or the Real Her, or the Clinique ones for that matter. Yeah, these are just, you can see that they do a thinner line, so if you really need some like pinpoint action, but they'll never look like that again, so. I would say that both of these shades are so eerily similar to these from NYX, so yeah, let me just do them side by side. I know that's not the most beautiful swatch in the world, but look how eerily similar this duo is to the NYX ones. I don't like the formula of these as much as I like the NYX retractable lip liner, and the shades are very similar, so I think that I can go ahead and declutter these. So these were all the lip liners in my collection. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these and I'll be right back. All right, so lip glosses. I have a ton of lip glosses, so I'm gonna try to separate this by brand and go from there. I have things kind of organized by brand now, so it's gonna be a little bit easier for me to go through all of them pretty quickly. So first, I'm gonna start off with two that I know that I'm going to keep, and they're right in front, so why not? These are from Marc Jacobs, and these are their High Shine Enamored Lip Gloss Sticks. The packaging on these is beautiful. The formula is beautiful. I love these shades. This one is in Mocha Chocolate, which is such a fun name. But here is the shade. I get so many compliments on this. It's actually insane. So it looks like my lips, but better, but a little bit more like brownie nude, which is definitely the shade that I go for. You're probably gonna see a theme in my lip gloss collection. This is probably a very common shade that you can find, but it is just, it has the perfect amount of shine and shimmer in here, but it doesn't look like your lips are sparkling. It just looks like your lips have like a lot of volume to them, and they're so juicy, and it's just such a nice gloss. And since it's a stick, I actually really like that kind of application. It's great for on the go, and it's just pigmented enough that you can wear this on its own. You don't have to put any kind of lipstick underneath of it, and it still looks beautiful. This is the pigment in one-ish swipe, so you can definitely build up the pigmentation and still have a beautiful glossy lip. This shade is Honey, which is kind of funny that they named a ColourPop palette that, but I think this was around first. But it's a brown shade. I'm gonna put it right underneath. So this one is not quite as juicy looking as the Mocha Chocolate. This one actually has a little bit more glitter in it. I don't know if that's picking up on camera, and it's slightly more just straight brown, not really pinky brown at all. And I still like the shade a lot. I actually got this one in a boxy pop-up sale, but Mocha Chocolate is still my favorite shade by far, but I still like the formula, obviously, of both, so I'm going to be keeping these. All right, next up is one from TJ Maxx. This is a Buxom Plumping Lip Polish, and it has this beautiful kind of blue iridescence to it that I really do enjoy, but I don't get to wear that often. This is in shade Selena, and I love the name. I was immediately drawn to it, but I got this at TJ Maxx for a discount, and that's why I kind of have kept it in my collection, because I don't have that many plumping products, and I just don't, I don't know, I hate getting rid of stuff that's beautiful. I don't know if this is even picking up on camera about how it looks in person. It has the most beautiful blue and purple glitter reflect. Ooh, there it is. Yeah, you can definitely see that. It's almost iridescent, which is so gorgeous, and I am so tempted to just keep it for those few times that I need something like this. You know what? It's my collection. I'll just do it. For the amount of times that I wear this, it's mostly for Halloween looks, but if I'm doing anything with a cool theme to it and I need something bluish, this is what I'm going to go for, because I really don't have any other gloss that compares to this kind of iridescence, and it almost just looks like it's glowing. It doesn't even want to focus. The camera is not focusing on this, but it is so beautiful, and it has a beautiful glittery shift to it, so I'm gonna keep this. So next up is from Real Her. This is a gloss that came in the set with the Real Her lip liner, and this is in shade I Am Radiant. I don't know if it's picking up that. Yeah, I Am Radiant. It's actually not scented, which I'm not mad about. I don't need scent in everything. Sometimes it actually is a deterrent for me if it has a scent, so let's see. Oh yeah, this is a beautiful gloss. It's actually really pigmented, so I am definitely going to keep this. This is one of those things that I can wear if I just don't feel like doing a lipstick that day, but I want color, but I want hydration. This is a beautiful option. And I do like the brand Real Her, and I like the lip liners, obviously, and this pairs beautifully with it, so I'm going to go ahead and keep this. Up next is from Pixi. So I actually don't have that many Pixi lip products, so I think I am going to keep this. I got this in a PR package a while ago. This is in Peony Bloom, and it's one of their plumping glosses. I do like this, actually. I don't get a chance to wear it super often, but this shade is really unique in my collection. It's kind of a magenta, which I don't really have much of, so I'm gonna actually keep this. but it's a pretty gloss. It's not my favorite gloss in the whole world, but I do want to keep something from this brand in the lip category because I really don't have much from them. And also I do like it. It's just not my go-to, like 100% favorite. The shade, I think, is what does it for me because I don't wear these dark colors on my lips too much. It's very bright and I usually go for something nude, obviously, but I am gonna keep this. Pop Beauty, I believe, is a sister brand to Pixie. And I got these two in PR, and I actually do like this formula, but I think I'm only gonna keep one, and obviously I think you know which one I'm gonna keep. Yeah, the clear one. The red, I just don't reach for all the time. I really do love their packaging, by the way. This is really unique, but it has a very strong minty smell to it. So if you're looking for that minty kind of plumper, then this is for you. But look how bright that is. I mean, it is definitely pigmented, and that's not something I go for all the time. I don't know why I'm swatching this for you, but I'm just in the mood to swatch, I guess. But there is the clear gloss. Obviously, it's clear. I don't know why I did that, but I think, should I keep both? You know what, I'll put this in the maybe, and if I don't have anything else like this in my collection, then I will grab this and keep it. But as of right now, I'm just going to put it in the maybe pile. And then this one I'm going to keep because I do like the formula and I love the packaging and it's very affordable, so I'm going to keep this. Something else that's red. I originally kept this in my collection a long time ago because I didn't have that many red shades. But this is kind of a hybrid between a lipstick-ish thing and a lip gloss-ish thing. See how pigmented that is? I mean, it's this one right here. It really is pigmented. This is a NARS Lip Glide, and I just am not a fan of this hybrid because it's almost too slippy to be worn as a lipstick, but then it's just not, it's not glossy enough to be considered a gloss. So it is a hybrid, and I get that, but it's just, it falls into that category of I don't know what to do with it. And the shade I don't wear too often. If I do wear this shade, it's in a liquid lipstick because with red it will get on my teeth, and something slippy like this will absolutely get on my teeth, and I do not want to have to worry about that. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. Next up, we have another affordable brand. I have these two right here from e.l.f. and this is one of their e.l.f. Retro Paradise shades. This is in Tropical Fruit Punch. I don't know if it's actually picking up on camera. And then this one is part of their Chipotle collaboration, so this is really new to my collection. This one's in Hot Salsa, which is really fun. I do love the actual Chipotle collaboration. The palette is so good. If you haven't tried it, oh my god, it's amazing. But this is their Hot Salsa Make It Hot Lip Plumping Gloss. I will be real with y'all. This smells like cinnamon. And if it was not part of the Chipotle collaboration, I would be decluttering it. But the completionist in me needs to keep this because it has Chipotle written on it. I know that may sound crazy to people. I'm sorry. I'm not actually going to use this on my lips because I hate cinnamon scented things. I like cinnamon in pastries, but I do not like spicy cinnamon gum or anything like that. It's just not for me. I would rather have minty stuff on my lips than cinnamon, but since this is part of the Chipotle collaboration, I will be keeping it. The formula, I have no idea if I like it. If it's the same as this one, then I like it, but the smell is awful. But if you like cinnamon, you're gonna love it. But I'm gonna keep this because of this symbol right here, this brand right here, because Chipotle is my life. This is the Retro Paradise Fruit Punch one, and this has such a beautiful glimmer to it. This is the Dream On lip gloss, but look how the camera's picking up those sparkles. I mean, it has like subtle sheer pink and gold sparkles in the gloss, and it's a nice pale nudie pink. Perfect for spring. It's just so beautiful, and it actually smells kind of fruit punchy, and I like that scent. But here's the pale pink on my hand, and I'm going to keep this. I like the formula. I love the glitter in here. It just looks so beautiful on the lips. It makes my lips look super juicy and awesome, and it's from e.l.f. and this is the one e.l.f. gloss that I use, so I'm gonna keep this. All right, next up we have a Trust Fund Beauty Lipgasm. I hate the name of this. I really hate the name. And this is in Unprofessional. Yeah, you dang straight, this is unprofessional. Calling something a lipgasm. I do not want to go around town and someone's like, well, right now we're wearing masks, so we don't have to worry about that. But eventually, if they say, oh, I love your lip combo that you're wearing right now, what are you wearing? And I have to say I'm wearing a lipgasm. I just don't know how I feel about that. The color is pretty. It's just very pigmented. And it's just a little bit on the bright side for me. It's this one right here. It's just a little too coral papaya shade for me. I tried it on. This I got in a BoxyCharm, and I tried it on and I liked it in the video. The formula's not bad, but the shade is not for me. Now that I've worn it another couple times, it's just not something that I gravitate towards, so I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. This one will be really quick. This is the Buxom Plumping Lip Polish. This is in Celeste. This is beautiful, and I think I might need a full size of this. Look at the glitter in here. I mean, you gotta appreciate that. It's so beautiful. This is just a mini that my friend got in at Nipsey, and she let me have it because she knew that I would probably love this shade. But I don't even know if it's picking up on camera, but oh yeah, it is. Look at that. You can see the blue and pink sparkles in there. This is an absolutely gorgeous gloss, and if this was a full size, I would be keeping it. But I've used a lot of it already, and I just don't need to be keeping a mini in my collection because I don't ever know where to put it. So I think I'm just going to invest in the full size eventually if I see this on sale or something. But I sadly will have to say goodbye to the mini. You know what? Let's rip this Band-Aid off right now. So these three. What do we do with these three? So if you can tell by this obnoxious packaging, this is from JSC, Jeffree Star Cosmetics. Now, I don't use this brand on my channel anymore, and these are left in my collection because I haven't done a lip gloss declutter in a while. But I don't use these glosses anymore anyway because I had a weird reaction to this one. And I don't know, I think it was this one too. I think I tried this one and I had a weird reaction as well. It's kind of separated now, but I mean, the color is pretty. It's just, I don't ever reach for it anymore because I can't put it in my description box. I can't talk about it on my channel, just moral reasons and things like that. But I mean, the shades aren't bad. Like I actually might try to find a gloss in a formula that I do enjoy that has this kind of similar milky nude shade. The clear one, obviously I can get rid of 100% because I have other clear glosses in my collection that I like. This was from the Shane Dawson collaboration, which is even more controversial now, but at the time I was a fan, and you know, it had a more special place in my heart. But now, since then, things have transpired and it just doesn't bring as much joy to me as it once did. So this is gonna definitely be decluttered, and I think both of these I'm also gonna declutter because the packaging is really hard to store. I don't buy from this brand anymore, and if I use them, I can't talk about them, and I'm not sure if it's gonna give me a reaction if I try it again. So for those reasons, they're out. But if you want to know, this is the shade Shane Glossin. This is the shade Legends Only, and this one is in the shade Sorcery. So those are those, and goodbye. That feels so weird to have those out of here. All right, positive note. Maybelline Lifter Gloss. This is incredible. These are actually going in my empties because I cannot get any more out of them. This is in shade Moon, both of these. I've repurchased this actually 4 times now, this one shade, because I wear them all the time. I wear them all day. I wear them as a lip mask overnight. I wear them all the time. And they have hyaluronic acid in them, and my skin, for whatever reason, really enjoys that. So these are amazing. This one is in shade, what is this, Stone? And this is a very non-metallic, just juicy gloss with a lot of pigment to it. So I'm gonna go ahead and swatch it over here. So as you can tell, it's kind of similar to the Marc Jacobs enamored gloss stick in Mocha Chocolata. This kind of shade is just something that I always go for because I think it looks so beautiful on my lips. But that's that. It's very pigmented, very glossy, super hydrating, and I love it. This one, I don't even know if I'm going to be able to get a swatch out of it. Ooh, yeah, I did it. Okay. So there was enough for a swatch in here. But I need to get another one. This is so sparkly and beautiful. It's very similar to something that's going to be coming up very shortly, and I'll go ahead and do that next so you can go ahead and see. But it is so pretty. Can it pick up the glitter? Yeah, so if you want something that's glittery, I would go with Moon or something similar like that. But if you want a gloss that's just shine and no glitter, this one right here, Stone, is beautiful. I can either wear this over a lipstick or just by itself, and it has the right amount of pigmentation where I can go ahead and do that. I love all three of these, but sadly these are going to be in my empties because I can't get any more out of them, but not because I don't like them. And this one is going to be keeping, like, I'll probably rebuy this a lot, so you'll be seeing this in upcoming videos probably. So loving it, loving both of these shades, but I'm gonna have to buy more of this. Next up, we're gonna be going with Miss Fenty Beauty. I have a lot of these. So I'm gonna go ahead and take out some of this Maybelline gloss and put it right here, just for comparison, because people have said that this lifter gloss from Maybelline in shade Moon is actually a dupe for the Fenty Beauty gloss in Fussy. And as you can see, it's a little bit more warm toned, I think, than the Fussy Balm or Fussy gloss, but they do have that same kind of shine to them. This one has a different scent. The Fenty gloss bombs are more of like a cherry scent. The filler gloss from Maybelline is kind of more of a vanilla cupcake kind of scent. But here is the shade Fussy from Fenty Beauty. So the gloss bombs are amazing. Yeah. Okay. So maybe it wasn't this shade in particular. They probably have a more similar shade to this, but they are super similar. I mean, look at that. At least in look, they're really, really similar. This one does look a little bit more warm toned than this one, but both of them are super, super glossy and sparkly. And both of them are sparkly in a way that does not look like glitter on your lips. It just makes your lips look more voluptuous. But I really do enjoy shade Fussy, so I'm going to be keeping this one. This one is in shade Pretty Please, and these are pretty sheer, so even though they look really hot pink or really pigmented in the jar, they're not that crazy when you put them on your lips. Like, yeah, you can see the color right now, but when you're actually wearing this over something, it's just gonna kind of tint pink. It's not gonna be a hot pink on your lips. But I'm gonna keep this. It's very unique in my collection. Definitely a Barbie pink kind of moment. But look at the glitter that's in these gloss bombs. They're just gorgeous. This one is another Fussy. I actually have two of them. Yeah, I have two of the shade Fussy. So I'm just gonna keep both of these because I like having minis on hand and I like the shade a lot. All right, so this one is in shade Cheeky, and it's a beautiful reddish orange shade that's very unique in my collection. Ooh, yes. Okay, so this is a perfect example. So you know how this one looks bright orange in the tube? Well, when you put it on, it almost looks like a warm pink, almost like a warm hot pink. But this is so beautiful. The reflex in there are bright orange, and it's just so unique. I love that. So I'm gonna keep that. I think I'm gonna keep all of these just as a heads up. But this one is shade Confetti, and all these minis I actually got in holiday sets, except for one. I believe I got one of the Fussies in the set with the mini Diamond Bomb. But let's see this one. Ooh, oh, I forgot about this one. So this one is shade Confetti, and see how it has that blue reflect to it? I think I can finally say goodbye. Hold on, where is it? I think I'm gonna go ahead and declutter the Buxom one because this is very, very, very similar. And I prefer the Gloss Bomb formula to the Buxom. So I think I think I'm going to declutter this actually. I forgot that I had this shade of the Fenty Gloss Bomb, so I'm gonna keep this one and I'm gonna declutter Selena from Buxom. And the other one, okay, this one is in shade Hot Chocolate. That's how it's spelled. I'm not trying to be weird. And this one is so gorgeous. I actually got a lot of use out of this one. So it's kind of like a pale brown nude with some pink reflex in it. It's gorgeous. The reflex are not wanting to show up on camera. I don't know why. Maybe I can see them up close, but I don't know if the camera's actually picking it up very well. But it's just gorgeous. So each of them has their own kind of pigmentation as well as different color reflect, which I think is so unique. The Gloss Bomb formula is so juicy and beautiful. I just love it, and I like having options. And this one is the star here. This one and Fussy are my two favorites from Fenty. This is Diamond Milk. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and this one is something that you can wear over any lip color just to add a beautiful glittery shine. So I'm gonna put this right here. Just look at how that shines. And this is a full size, and these are minis. So if you wanted to compare the size, that's what they look like. All right, here is Diamond Milk. You can just see everywhere I turn my hand, you could see the white kind of reflect in it. So beautiful, looks like diamonds on your lips. I'm a big fan. So I'm gonna be keeping all of the Fenty Beauty lip gloss bombs. I know that's a lot for one person, but most of them are minis, and I will definitely get my use out of these, so these are all keeping. Right, next up is another sparkly lip gloss. This is from Tower 28, and I really enjoy this gloss. I love the packaging. The brand really intrigues me. I want to try more from them. This is in shade Magic. I got this in a kit, I think, at Sephora. I love the way this looks on your lips and the way it feels. It almost feels like a lip oil. But it is so shiny and beautiful. It has bright gold reflex in it. Look at that. Ugh. It just shines so beautifully. And I believe that Tower 28 is a clean at Sephora brand, so even better. But I really love this. But they have the milky ones that have a little bit of pigment in there, and I really want to try that. But their lip jellies are so beautiful. They have such a great texture to them as well. So this one is definitely a keeper. All right, we are nearing the end right now. We only have a few more to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab this one right here. I got this in a pout box. This is from Runway Rogue by Patricia Hartman. I had never heard of this before, but this is in shade Catwalk, and you can kind of see it through the peep window here. But it is a beautiful pinky sparkly gloss. It actually has a good amount of pigmentation to it. This is a beautiful gloss. It's just a little bit frosty, but it also is really unique in my collection, so I'm gonna go ahead and keep it. I like the formula, feels good on the lips, very hydrating, not really that sticky, and the gloss bombs are not sticky either. Every lip gloss formula that I've decided to keep, except for the Pixie one, by the way, is a non-sticky gloss. I forgot that I needed to say that, but my preference in lip glosses is a non-sticky gloss, so the ones that I do end up keeping fit the bill. So this is definitely a beautifully pigmented gloss, not something that I wear all the time. It's kind of metallic, but I do like to keep some different things on hand, and I like this brand. I've never heard of them before, and I want to show some love to some new brands. So this is a keeper. Next up is a gloss that I also got in a pout box, and this one is from Bella Pierre Cosmetics. I was not a fan of this. This gloss in particular was not horrible, but it just feels like nothing. It's just kind of there. Like, it's not, you can tell it's not as glossy as the other glosses, which is weird to say, but it just kind of sits there and doesn't do what the rest of them do. So I think I'm just going to get rid of this. And it came with a liquid lipstick that I absolutely hated. So I just think this brings back bad memories for me. So I'm going to go ahead and declutter this one. So another lip gloss that I got in Pout Box, which is actually a duo kind of product, and I wasn't sure of where to put this because it is a duo. This side has a lipstick, and then this side has a lip gloss. So I'm just going to be talking about the lip gloss right now, but I think I might not include it in the lipstick one just because it is a duo. But here's the gloss from this one, and it is beautiful. I love this duo so much. So this is from PYT Beauty, which is another brand that I had never heard of. This is the Strike Twice Lip Duo, and I'm just going to show you what the lipstick looks like. There's a matte lipstick on one side and then a gloss on the other, and both of these complement each other so beautifully, and I wear it actually a lot. So the gloss is beautiful, doesn't really have a scent to it. It just has a great luminosity to it without being sparkly, and it just makes the lipstick look amazing. So I'm gonna keep this duo. It's perfect to keep in my purse for when I go out, so I'm keeping this. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the easy one. So the NYX Butter Glosses, I love all of these shades, but I've used them so much. This one is almost empty. Like, I don't even know if I can get anything out of it. This is Creme Brulee, and this is Madeline. These are my two most used butter glosses from NYX. These are almost empty. These are your more like, ooh, I want to wear this as a lipstick kind of, but glossy. Like, these are actually really pigmented kind of versions. This is Bit of Honey and Tiramisu. I love each and every one of these for its own reasons, but I will try to swatch these out for you. See how that one just goes on pigmented? Like, you don't need much of it, but I love the shade of that. So that was your like kind of salmon color. This is your more like baby pink shade. See, it's almost empty. It's really hard to get anything off, but it's this baby nude shade, like super light nude, which is that milky kind of gloss shade that I was looking for, that I decluttered from the JSC one. So I'm gonna have to rebuy this, but it's really hard to get out. And this one is very similar to that in that it's really light, but it's also almost empty. This is just more on the brown nude side, and the other one was on a pinky nude side, but they're both light milky glosses that I love. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep these two in my collection because they still have like half left, and I really do love this formula. But these two I'm gonna have to put in my empties because I can't even get enough out to put on my lips. But I'm gonna have to rebuy both of these shades because I really used them till it was gone. So I'm gonna declutter these, but not because I don't like it, but because I have to throw it away. And these two, Tiramisu and Bit of Honey, I'm gonna keep to get more use out of them. All right, we are at our last 4, but 3 different brands. So I have 2 that I got in Pout Box, and these I bought of my own free will. So these are from ColourPop, and they are the Luxe Glosses, and these are from the Raw Beauty Kristi collection. So they say Raw Beauty Kristi on them, which I love. I love Raw Beauty Kristi. I love to support her. The packaging for this collection was beautiful. This is in Glacier. It's just a beautiful milky but glittery gloss. I'm gonna put it right underneath here. And it shines so beautifully. I'm going to be keeping this one, definitely. And this one is a nice pale pink with a hint of shimmer in it, but it's not like an overly glittery gloss. It's a really beautiful gloss. On the bottom, these are the 2 Raw Beauty Kristi shades. I am definitely going to keep both of these because I haven't gotten too much use out of them yet. The Luxe glosses from ColourPop are not my favorite gloss formula, but since these are from Raw Beauty Kristi's collab, I'm keeping them, and because I don't have any more ColourPop lip glosses, so I definitely want to keep some in my collection for comparison. And these colors are beautiful, and this collab was beautiful, and I love Raw Beauty Kristi, so I'm keeping both. We're down to the last 2. I'm going to keep one and declutter the other. Can you guess which one is going to be decluttered? If you guessed the Too Faced, you're correct. So this shade is just crazy on me. I just can't use it. It's too dark for me. It doesn't look right on my skin. This is Who Gives a Fig from Too Faced, and this is their oh, what is it called? Comfort Lip Glaze. So I got this in a palette box. I actually got both of these in a palette box. So I did not pick the shade for myself. But here it is on my hand. It just doesn't look right. It's so dark. It's patchy. It doesn't even feel glossy. It just feels like almost like a lip stain, which is just not for me. So I'm gonna go ahead and declutter this. And then this one is actually really amazing. So I got this in a palette box as well. And not only is it in a shade that I will use all the time, but the formula is bomb. So this is from Au Naturel, which I had never heard of before. This is in shade Slip. And it's so beautiful. It doesn't really have too much of a scent to it, almost like a hint of vanilla, but I don't know, not too much of a scent. Here is this gloss on top. It's just pigmented enough that I can wear this by itself and get away with it, or I can put this on top of a lipstick and it would just be beautiful. The shine on this is so natural looking. If I want a natural lip day, but I want to be a little glamorous, this is what I'm gonna choose. It's so comfortable, it's so juicy. I really do love it. It's one of my new favorite gloss formulas, honestly, and I'm so glad they put it in the box. So I wanna support more smaller brands as well, but I'm gonna definitely keep this. All right, so here are all the lip glosses that I decided to keep in my collection, and I decided that I, in fact, will be decluttering this Pop Beauty Plump Pout lip gloss, just because the shade I don't really need in my collection because it's not really something that I reach for, and I have the clear one that I'm keeping. But also, this is just really similar. If I wanted this kind of shade, I would definitely reach for the Fenty Gloss Bomb over this, so I'm going to be decluttering this. It was in my maybe pile, but I've decided now. Hi, this is Editing Delaney here, and I found 3 more lip glosses that I completely forgot to talk about in my declutter, so I'm going to go over these really quickly. These 3 are from Clinique. These were part of the holiday set that I got. This one is in Adore You. It's kind of a nude pink shade. We have a brick red kind of shade, and this is in shade Fruity Pop. And then we have this bright red, which is in shade Juicy Apple. So overall, I really love this formula. I love the shades in here. They're a little bit sheer, but I actually like that about them. So here is Adore You, and it's kind of a sheer nude pink with a little hint of a shine in there. It's more of a natural looking gloss, but it still has a little hint of shimmer in there. And then here is the Fruity Pop, which almost reads as more of a sheer berry lip gloss, which is beautiful. And then we have the Juicy Apple, which is the bright red, but it actually goes on more sheer, so it almost looks more of like a hot pink on the lips. I love all 3 of these shades, and they're relatively new to me, so I'm going to be keeping all 3. And here are the lip liners that I kept. So I actually did an okay job. I didn't declutter as much as I thought I would, but not bad. I didn't do horribly. That is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this declutter video. If you want to see other videos in my declutter series, I will pop up the playlist as well as link down below my previous declutter video, which was for highlighters, if you would like to go watch that. I will be posting more of these videos upcoming. If you would like to see more, I will link that playlist below so you can go ahead and check everything out. I hope you're having an amazing day or night wherever you are, and please remember to smash that like button, hit subscribe if you want to be part of my little family here on YouTube. So that is all I got for you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye guys!